In this module, we'll look at how the blockchain is being used in practice. Now, because of the relative youth of blockchain, many of the use cases represent growing proofs of concept. These use cases will help to bring together everything that we've looked at so far. On the 30th of December 2015, Nasdaq made their first official public transaction on the blockchain. Now, whilst this was an off-market transaction for a tech startup, it was the first transaction by a significant financial institution leveraging blockchain technology. Very recently, we saw the Australian ASX buy a 5% stake in the US company Digital Assets. Their stated aim was to transform their current equity trading system, reducing the time to transfer ownership of equities from 3 days to the same day. In fact, almost instantaneously. There is one use case I personally find very interesting. This is a Silicon Valley startup called ABRA. They call themselves the Uber of digital cash. They enable people to transfer money from one person to another, but actually using other individuals as a bank teller. The way it works is that you, as a customer, deposit cash into the ABRA app. From here, you can send money to whoever you want. The cash is then made available by an approved ABRA teller. Now, with Western markets, there are undoubtedly complications in terms of security when somebody goes to collect their cash. But for third world economies, this has phenomenal market potential. If we consider culturally, Filipinos, Indonesians and Indians, for example, tend to send money back to their families overseas, the ABRA solution creates an interesting idea. ABRA have teamed up with many of the chiefs of the local villages in Indonesia, the Philippines and India for them to act as the local bank teller. In these villages, the chiefs have an established trusted relationship in their local community. For me, this is an awesome use case and actually includes many third world countries within the banking system. ABRA have just secured $12 million of venture capital funding. This next use case is really interesting, as this is not just a financial use case. This company, Everledger, looks at the provenance of diamonds. In other words, the chain of ownership. One of the major problems for the diamond industry is that many are smuggled out of war-torn regions, and these are called blood diamonds. Equally, hundreds of millions of dollars of insurance claims are made every year in relation to diamonds. Everledger looks at the metadata of each diamond and then locks this data to the blockchain to confirm ownership. It means anyone can see where diamonds have come from. So, for example, if somebody is selling a stolen diamond on eBay, just by going into the Everledger system, you could potentially identify the diamond's history. Provenance will be a major developing area of interest in 2016 and beyond, with the venture capital space already looking into these areas. So anyway, let's summarize everything in our final module.